Welcome to the introduction video for the Enterprise Imaging Portal. There are two ways to access the portal. Double-click the icon on your desktop, or simply enter the web address into the address bar of Google Chrome or another browser. Log into the portal using your credentials. If you need credentials, contact the Kalispell PACS team at 751-4299. Once you are logged in, you will notice three tabs at the top: Studies, Inbounds, and Outbounds. Studies is the most commonly used and where you will find your exam imaging and reports. The easiest way to search for exams is to type the patient's last name and first names into the search fields. Select the All Dates option so you get a complete list of exams, or choose the appropriate date or time range that you prefer. Now click Search. Find your patient in the exam list, and to launch the study, you can double-click it or click the Enterprise button at the bottom of the screen. Once the study loads, you will see a layout of your primary images and thumbnails up top. In the top right corner, you will notice a yellow icon. By clicking this icon, you can view the report associated with this exam. To close the report, just click the blue X in the top corner. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can select the History tab to view any prior imaging this patient has in our system. You can also view the reports for these exams if they are available. To launch a prior study as a comparison, double-click it in the list and it will load alongside the primary exam. You will also have access to the report icons for each exam in this view. To close the comparison study, click the blue X. Make sure you don't hit the X above it, as this will also close your primary exam. Now let's go over some of the tools and layouts used when viewing exams. This sample CT exam by default loads with the 2x2 matrix of 4 squares and the thumbnails loaded up top. You can drag and drop these thumbnails into each square to create the order that you prefer. You can also change the layout by selecting this icon from the toolbar. There are a few different layout options to choose from. If you would rather view the images in a single pane, you can select it from this list or double-click on the image you want to view. In this view, the default tool selected is your scroll tool. You can scroll through the images of the series by simply scrolling the mouse wheel or holding down the left click button and dragging your mouse forwards and backwards. The faster or slower you do this, the faster or slower the image will scroll. The next tool is our window level tool. There are other options in this menu such as invert and edge enhancement as well. But to change the contrast and brightness of the image, hold down the left click button and move your mouse around the image to achieve the desired amount of window level. The next tool is zoom or magnification. With this tool selected, you can hold down the left click button and drag your mouse forwards to zoom in and backwards to zoom out. While the image is zoomed in, you can also use the pan tool to move it around on the screen if there are areas of the image being obscured. You can also remove the bottom toolbar to increase your viewing space by clicking the arrow. The next icon on the toolbar is the measurement tool. It defaults to a simple point-to-point measure that can be achieved by clicking on one point and then left-clicking again at the other point. Your measurement will appear. To remove the measurement, simply right-click on it and it will disappear. There are several other measurement tools in the menu that you should familiarize yourself with. The annotations tool is used to enter free text on the screen. Just click on the image and type in your free text and hit enter. Your text will now appear on the screen. To remove it, you can right-click on the text and it will disappear. The draw tool is next to annotations but acts more like a measurement tool. You can draw fields of measurements including ellipses, rectangles, ROI, and also get pixel values for Hounsfield units. Edit Annotations is the button next to the Draw tool, and this can be used to edit any on-screen annotations that you have made, or to remove one or all of them from the screen. Cine is the next icon in the toolbar, and it will allow you to play cine loops if they are available for the exam that is being viewed. The toggle text button will toggle the patient demographics and other on-screen text on and off with a simple click. This can be a useful way to anonymize an image for use in teaching or presentations. The localizer tool is the next one we will discuss. It can only be viewed in multiplanar imaging and when more than one image pane is open in the layout. It's used as a reference point in the anatomy of another plane when scrolling through the primary image. Notice the localizer line moving as the image is scrolled. You can use the Reset tool to undo any zoom, pan, or other edits you may have made to the images. The next tool is the Layout tool, which we already discussed. It has a menu of different layouts that you can choose from. The last tool covered in this video is the User Preferences icon. I suggest you go through these options as there are ways to make default viewing for each modality more efficient. This concludes the introduction video for the Enterprise Imaging Portal. If you have any questions or would like more advanced training, contact the Kalispell PACS team at 751-4299.